and about developing as a man and, connecting to your own emotions, to your own vulnerabilities, while also maybe trying a massive survival fight. It's not easy. Really isn't. Because the thing is, the man that will impress over and over again, those are the men who play the status games, who do offer the money, who do offer the comfort. I mean, there are healthy men who do the good thing, who come from way better backgrounds than I do. My background was absolutely not good. But it's a hard battle. And it's a hard choice to make for many, many people with the current choices we make. And that includes so many topics where we build friendships and genuine trust. That's an important topic, but it also matters who we start to sleep with, or engage in romantic relationships with, for whatever reasons. For the man, it's easy to get with some young women. You tell them how smart and intelligent they are, and just play back to them whatever sounds good, and voila, if you have sort of good looks, the legs open, and there you are. But what you are doing is to influence the development of that young person, and not in a good way. Because that person is going to not have the feedback for development. This person thinks that what you are telling her, that she's mature for her age and everything, and how smart she is, that's true. And that's not. It's good to be idealistic when you're young, and they're very intelligent young people. They still lack experience and education, of course, because no matter how early you start, it's hard to have it all at a young age. And the same with the sexuality goes for women too. Maybe you think all dudes are perverts. Maybe you think whatever. Sure, I have needs. I want to get with someone. Here's the thing with the perverts. The young men that are looking for mentors, if you take an older person who is a pervert like that, that person is going to be looked up to by the young people. I'm a person who had to figure his own bullshit out. Might have some suggestions for young men, like, oh my god, how could I do this and bad? How do this, does that and that feel? And give them advice. Or, you could have a man telling another man, like, wow, you've got this sexual drive and you've got this sexual organ. And this is how it works and how it's actually fun for both people. But of course they won't listen to me, because I've had to heal through my own shit for 8 years at this point without a sexual partner. Not because I forbid myself to have it, because I was so confused I needed to figure some shit out. So I'm removing myself out of the occasion there. But still I've seen how a lot of very needy men got it over and over again, and then they spouted on like, oh yeah, I'm the big dude, because they want to play the status game. And that's who the young people will look up to. And they will give shitty advice because they don't have experience. They have neediness and nothing else. So, dear ladies, at least make sure that the asshole you're sleeping with is willing to do the thing that's those things that are actually fun, and maybe also teach those things. It's very important, because your actions feed into that market and feed into the situation where you have the conservatives right now crying on about how their wife used sex as a weapon and everything, and women don't enjoy sex. And the only thing those men don't get is that they were so bad at sex that their wives decided to give up on that shit for life. Because they were so bad at that, because that religion I'm sorry to all the Christians, but that religion subverts sexuality and makes it a control mechanism. It weaponizes sexuality in itself. It destroys the true meaning of it, and this is why it's very hard for Christians to have a healthy sexuality. It's not part of the religion. You don't talk about that shit. Oh, it's part for the private, it's part for the... And you've got these weird counselors those couples go to with the fucked up marriages. And the only thing though they don't say is, hey dude, have you tried to, get a feeling for rhythm? There's this thing down there called the clitoris. It has its own rhythm. If you just play with it randomly, ain't gonna work. Gotta figure out the rhythm. If you do, however, it's gonna be fun. They don't say that. Instead, they go like, you should pray harder, you should be a better housewife, whatsoever. So, if you want to support this team, go for it, because that's a very good prime example for that. And those men will adapt. You cannot just do a guide thing where it's like, oh yeah, let's follow this guide and everything. Those men will adapt because they don't want to have, they probably not even want to have the sex because they want the sex. Because I'm sorry, I did like drunk, senseless screwing around. Not fun. If you know how to do it right, playing with yourself is a lot more fun. And you only need one person for that. So it can't be that good. Not even to them. But they've got control. They've got power. They've got influence. That's what they care about. Because they are very messed up individuals, very messed up backgrounds, and yes, traumatic childhoods and everything. That's something that probably the entire world has right now.